Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, and anytime the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to, one that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth as... And the Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Virginia's offense will come out first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stockton. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Finds his tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Cavaliers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And that is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So TCU's offense has the ball for the first time. And, guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Bond. Throwing right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Dumps it off in the flats. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Fires left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Cavaliers will try to convert on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. They're going to run it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bond. Fakes to grab.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Horned Frogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to throw. It's Bond. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's small. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over East Carolina. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one.
Oh, he's got some space.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They try to pop a run on the draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Cavaliers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Clemens. Working the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give on the option. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple at second and 8. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Cavaliers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Clemens. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quarterback just flat missed him, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Got his man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw, it's Bond. Got a man, it's Whitaker. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. And the Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Looking to throw, it's Clemens. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Gets open down the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it along the sideline. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Cavaliers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bond. Quick completion on the out. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Second down, he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 5 over Boise State.
They'll start this drive going to the air.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the tight end. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to make magic with his feet. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Clemens. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. On the move. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Bond. The screen, he can go. There he goes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to the ground game on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The inside handoff. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. The Cavaliers will hustle to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And here comes the offense on second down. Fires to the big fella. Sweet cut there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Back to throw, it's Clemens. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Cavaliers are rolling down the field. The RPO, it's complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. quick handoff. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Virginia! Excellent pass by the back on the option. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to try to return this one. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Pulls and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looking downfield, it's Bond. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Caught in the backfield, it's Whitaker. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. To the air, it's Bond. Throws to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Looking to pass. It's Clemens. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. He'll try to pop the draw. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking for a man. It's Bond. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. It's complete on the right side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be 4th down. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return. He gets it up to the 41. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
It's a seam wide open. The tag. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Using the quick game. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Scanning the field, it's all red. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Off the play fake on first down. Complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Cavaliers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Dropping back, it's Allred. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Working the middle, it's complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bond. Caught over the middle, it's Whitaker. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys,